Good morning, Josh here, Dartmoor Reach Alpaca Farm Yoga and Glamping. I thought it was about time I gave an update on our straw bale house build, which is coming along very well. We are almost at the stage where the foundations are complete, and I'll show you where we're at. So this is our foundations. This is theoretically the sort of ground floor of the house where I'm stood on now, and this type of foundation is called block and beam, and I'll show you how it works. So these block walls are built off the footings, the concrete footings, which we dug in to start with, and then on top of the walls are sat these beams, which look a little bit like these are the beams here. They look a little bit like sort of upside down T's, and they are sat on the walls, and as you can see they sort of span across to the next wall there, and then on top of the beams that sort of sit quite nicely between the two are concrete blocks, just normal 4-inch concrete blocks. So that's the type of foundation that we've gone for. Also, as you can see, we've got the drainage in place. These pipes that are stuck up out of the floor are the drainage. So over here, that's the kitchen, drainage for the kitchen. Over this side, you've got the drainage for the utility room. And then over there, you've got the drainage for an ensuite. And just where that hole is there'll be a bit more drainage for the family bathroom. So it's all come along well, very well actually. It's taken longer than I thought it would. We are 10 weeks in now, but that's okay. The plan A was to have the frame up by now. We are in 5th of July is the date today, and the first plan, the plan A, was to have the frame up and be watertight now, so that when we open up the glamping, well, the glamping's open, sorry, when school holidays start, which is in a couple of weeks' time, I would have been able to just carry on the build inside sort of quietly, so I wasn't disturbing the glamping guests. But because of the dodgy weather that we had to start with, and a couple of setbacks with regards to the trenches collapsing, we are on to plan B now, but plan B is still okay. Plan B is that the builders have got about one more week to go, but they need to dig in the sewage treatment plant, and that's sat over there. So that's the sewage treatment plant, and yesterday I just started sort of scraping back the earth, getting ready to dig the hole for that. That's going to go down in the far corner there, 7 meters away from the house. That's regulations, 7 meters away from a habitable property. So we've got about another week to finish off the treatment plant, finish off the foundations here, and then we can have a break, because when the frame starts going up, the timber frame, that's going to be like a really noisy bit of the project, so there'll be lots of banging, sawing, so I can't expect glamping guests to stay here while it's basically a building site, you know, quite a noisy building site. So we're going to stop around the what is it, well, next Friday, I think, so that'll be the 12th. We're going to stop the 12th of July for 6 weeks, something like that, and then we're going to start back the first week of September, and then we are all systems go until basically the first week of November, when I want the frame, the house, to be watertight. And what I mean by that is I want the frame up, the roof on, felted down the roof, down the walls, sorry, and the felt just gives it a sort of watertight temporary barrier, so that I can carry on the build kind of on my own through the winter. So that is the sort of targets that we're at now. So yeah, we're okay for plan B now. I think it'll be very weather dependent, the last bit of the plan, but fingers crossed for that. So that's it really. As you can see, it's all coming together nicely. You can really start to get a feel of the size of the building now. Everyone that looks at it goes, wow, that's massive. But it's funny, it's sometimes it looks big, sometimes it looks not so big. But anyway, the next video that I do will be when we have completed the foundations, the sewage treatment plant is in, and then I'm going to give you guys a full breakdown of costs, because I think that'll be really interesting. We'll be looking at the costs that it takes to get out the ground, get all your groundworks done and completed, and I think that'll be an interesting benchmark, you know, have a look at those costs. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.